Kate Holloway, County Sheriff. I was expecting you.
Hi, I'm Agent McPherson. This is Agent Garris. What have you found?
No one here. The house is empty. There are a few signs of recent occupation, but if the killer was here, he's gone now.
I see. We'll take a look around ourselves, just in case.
This reporter who's disappeared, she was following your investigation quite closely, wasn't she?
Yeah, we go way back.
It's not easy to conduct an investigation with someone breathing down your neck, is it?
Do you have information on the house? Who's the owner?
A Howard Peterson. He died more than 20 years ago. Suicide. The house has been abandoned ever since.
An old decrepit house in the forest. You'd think we were in a horror movie.
My men are searching the forest, looking for a body. I have a few roadblocks set up around the county. I've put in a query on the property to the Holton Land Registry. I'm expecting an answer. I'll keep you posted. I almost forgot. We found a memory card on the kitchen table. It comes from a phone or some such digital gadget. Take it.
No sign of Miss Hernandez. Is that good news or bad? At least we located the house quickly, thanks to the info she gave us.
The killer had the entire night to act. The fact that he abducted Hernandez instead of killing her on the spot is a good sign.
With the field kit provided by the lab, we should be able to get somewhere.
Let's hope that this time around the killer's finally made some mistakes.
I have Harper's file, as requested.
Okay, thanks, Garris.
I couldn't help having a peek. What Harper did was unacceptable. A guy like that has no place in the FBI.
James was a good agent. He crossed the line. I'm not excusing him, Garris, but I understand what pushed him over the edge. Too much pressure.
Discovery of this house is a huge step forward. Do you think we're finally gonna stop the East Coast killer?
Everything depends on the wisdom of the profiler of the Great Lakes and the pluck of Quantico's juvenile investigator. You watch too much TV, Garris.
I don't have anything new, unfortunately. I'll keep at it.
This is Paloma Hernandez, reporting live from Jackman, Maine. Agent McPherson, have you found any clues? No comment. Get lost. A new victim of the East Coast killer has been discovered. I have with me now one of the agents in charge of the case, James Hawker.
The investigation is proceeding as planned. No comment.
Today, January 13th, the lifeless body of Dolores Wilkins was found by local police by the side of a lake. The discovery of the body confirms the authenticity of the video clips which were broadcast last week. We know now that the so-called East Coast killer is no hoax.
Hi, Vic. How goes your stroll in the picturesque woods of rural Maine?
We haven't found Hernandez yet. I'm leading the investigation in the field with Garris and the local police.
No trace of the killer?
He vanished without leaving a forwarding address, but I plan on tracking him down.
Look, I know this one's important to you, but still, be careful, okay?
Don't worry, Claire. I'll be sensible. And if I forget any of the textbook instructions, Garrus will remind me. What's new in the Chicago office?
Everyone's on the case. Miller is pulling all-nighters doing computer research, and Kingsley is running around stuffing his face with cookies. As for the boss, well, she comes in to see me every 10 minutes. When she's stressed, she almost makes me long for our old supervisor Browning, if that gives you any idea.
Stop it. She can't be worse than him.
I even got a call from Inspector Tate. He's ready to give us a hand, unofficially.
That William. He feels indebted since his nomination. All I did was give him a boost. It's thanks to his own skills that he succeeded. Do you know what happened to Hawker after he was fired from the FBI?
Not really. I think he went into security. I'll ask around, let you know. I have to go. Call me if you've got a problem.
Broken glass, like a windshield or car window. There's something here. A bare footprint. These tire tracks were left by a large vehicle. The tracks correspond to those of the pickup truck that was identified as the killer's. There's a pretty clear shoe print. This tire track is quite narrow. Doesn't look like a car tire. If I get in touch with Claire, she may be able to give me more details.
This is Claire Ashby. I'm not available at the moment. Please call back later. This is Claire Ashby. I'm not available at the moment. Please call back later.
Hi, Claire. I'm sending you a clue to test. A motorcycle tire track. What's this? A pattern carved in the wood. Looks like some sort of insignia. I better photograph it. A military insignia. I need to ask Claire about this.
This is Claire Ashby. I'm not available at the moment. Please call back later. This is Claire Ashby. I'm not available at the moment. Please call back later.
I have a job for you, Claire. I'm sending you a clue to look at. A pretty little wood carving. Hernandez told us about this crossbeam.
I don't have anything new, unfortunately. I'll keep at it.
Metal grate. The ground is wet here. Looks like blood on this piece of rubber. A footprint near the explosion. There's been an explosion here. Looks like a stun grenade. The hatch is closed and the lock looks rusty. The plate is covered with mud. I can't read the number. An aluminum can full of leaves and twigs. An old rusty iron brazier, probably used to burn weeds and debris. There are traces of vegetation and blackened skulls of little animals. Charming. An archery target, well used too. Perhaps we're on the trail of a modern-day Robin Hood. This old shack must be at least a century old. If only its walls could talk. The screeching door is the same as the best alarm system in the world. There's something behind the shelf. Like a dumbwaiter. The door's locked, and the call box seems to be out of order. It'll never work. The dumbwaiter must be stuck above. I need a rope to go down the shaft. This fridge is disgusting. Dirty dishes. Maybe I'll find fingerprints on them. This can't possibly work. I doubt that Hernandez cooked. She must have left her fingerprint in the lead. The fact that she ate is rather encouraging. The killer wants to keep her alive. Message scribbled on the newspaper. Who's next? The serial killer's eternal question. This phone is broken. Half the floorboards are pulled out. This painting is depressing. Such drab colors. Smells pretty musty in there. This food tray reeks of the chemical cleansers the killer uses. I won't find any fingerprints on it. An old film. The Glass Key. Haven't seen it. Then again, I haven't exactly had much time to become a movie buff. This food tray reeks of the chemical cleansers the Blue Dahlia. That film came out in 1946, a year before the sad fate of the Black Dahlia. A matchbox. I hope I won't have to use it. A small metal safe with a digital lock, LK model. I think there are smudges on the buttons of the digital lock. You might be able to get prints. The rest of the prints are no good. Damn. There we go. The safe is open. Screenplays. The House of Terror. The Butcher of Massachusetts. Wow. An Oscar nomination's practically guaranteed. These stories sound twisted. And so is the hack who wrote them. There's no name on them, though. The fingerprint's not on file. I need to get Claire in on this.
Oh, Vic, where would you be without your favorite coroner? What can I do for you this time?
I think I have something new to help ID the killer. I've scanned a print that's not in my records. I'm sending it to you.
Okay, I'll look into it. I have to go. Call me if you've got a problem.
locks of hair. They're labeled. Janet, Olivia, Susan, the killer's victims. This sicko made himself some sort of a morbid reliquary. A book on forensic medicine. It's open to the chapter Trepanation. This is Claire's kind of thing. Me, not so much. There's a lock of hair being used as a bookmark. But whose? There's a hiding place here. A piece of wood has been moved. Looks like there was an object here. Its trace in the dust is pretty clear. Sheriff Halloway poked around in the china cabinet. And she didn't mention it. So much for teamwork. Looks like there was an object here. Its trace in the dust is pretty clear.
I wanted to verify a detail in the room. Nothing important.
Have you found anything special in the house?
Just clues regarding a local case. Nothing that concerns the FBI.
Really? What's it about?
We've been looking for a local hunter named Anderson. He's got nothing to do with your killer.
Have you taken samples from the house, Sheriff? If so, would you be so kind as to inform me?
I poked around. I'm a cop. It's my job. I haven't found anything relevant to your case.
If you say so, Sheriff. Don't forget we're supposed to be on the same side. Women's clothes. They may have belonged to the victims.
It'll never work.
A lock of hair. I have to find out whose. I've already seen this room in the film sent by the killer. It's the ideal place for nightmares. This electronic entryway has been short-circuited. Maybe Hernandez's work? Bloodstained bandages. A test is in order. Bet there's something on the mattress. A strand of hair. I better test it. This is a base for a camera. There's something on this broken mirror. There's a message smudged on the glass. Held underground. There's a message. Hernandez must have passed through here to escape. It's quite a fall. In the recordings, the killer has called this the Room of Death's Betrothed. That explains the dress. There's a piece of paper in the stove. This is the flyer Hernandez told me about on the phone. This is the flyer Hernandez... More like a torture chamber than a bathroom. It's locked. Empty medicine bottles. This wasn't just aspirin. These are highly complex formulations. A receipt for medications, or rather medical concoctions. I'm no chemist, but this ain't cough syrup. The pharmacist's stamp is on the receipt. Dan Wilkinson. The pharmacy is in Holton, the county seat. The sheriff might know more. Looks like there's no water here. Terrarium. It's empty. But it looks like it was occupied recently. There are traces of food. Hey, there are fibers in this sample. Must take a sample of this clue. fibers from a sampling pad. Somebody has already proceeded with analysis in this room. Traces of soot. Looks like the beginning of a fire. Shit, I didn't need this. The thought of going in there gives me nausea. Take a deep breath, McPherson. It's impossible to open. This lock is half dismantled. I don't know anything about electronics. It's locked. The door doesn't look very solid. Sheriff, I have a few points to go over with you. I found a receipt with the address of Dan Wilkinson's drugstore in Holton. Do you know the owner?
Yeah, there aren't many pharmacies in Holton. It's a small town.
If you could contact Wilkinson now and question him, see if he remembers the client. Time is of the essence.
The FBI's wish is my command. Show me the receipt. I'll call Dan. Dan? Hi, it's Sheriff Halloway. I'd like some information on a receipt from your store. Okay, good. Thanks for your help. Tell Martha I say hi. Dan remembers a man in his 40s, black hair. Says he seemed nervous, kind of in a rush.
It's a bit vague. It's better than nothing. Thanks for the info. Better call Claire to give her the killer's description.
I have nothing new to tell you, Agent McPherson. I have nothing new to tell you, Agent McPherson.
Found some traces, but nothing too important.
You're good at electronics, right? You might be able to help me. I found an electronic lock, half dismantled upstairs. Come take a look.
I think I might be able to open it, but it'll take me a while. I'll get there. I just need a little more time. I spoke to one of the cops who were searching the forest. He gave me the lowdown on Holloway. The sheriff is on edge. Elections are around the corner, and she's not sure she'll be reinstated to her post. So she doesn't appreciate the FBI's arrival in her jurisdiction, stealing the spotlight.
Brilliant. We got a creepy house in the woods and a shifty sheriff. Man, I miss Chicago. Tell me, Garrus, have you taken samples from the bathroom in the house?
No, I was focusing on the outside. Why?
Well, someone took samples there. I wanted to know if it was you.
have nothing new to tell you, Agent McPherson.
There's something here, but I can't see a thing in this light. The oil lamp's empty. I'm gonna have to fill it if I want some light. Shit. I hate playing with fire. I have no other choice. There we go. The lamp is lit. One more match and I would have cracked. This box requires an electronic key. I'd better ask Garrus. He's better at this kind of thing.
you this time?
I think I have something new to help ID the killer. A Holton pharmacist vaguely remembers a customer who could very well be our mayor. About 40 years old, black hair.
It's not much, but it will allow me to rule out the suspects. I'll enter it into my database.
The local sheriff is causing me hassles. I have the feeling she's trying to undermine my investigation.
Is this sheriff's name Holloway, by any chance?
Yeah, you've heard of her?
An hour ago. I got a phone call from a friend who works in the Portland lab. Sheriff Holloway has requested some tests of the utmost urgency. The sheriff claims she was working on Paloma Hernandez's disappearance. My friend called me because she knows that I've been in on the East Coast killer case from the start.
I think I should have a few words with the sheriff. Thanks for the tip. I'm looking for information on a case. An Anderson, male, who supposedly disappeared in Maine.
Let me search the database. I got something. Gary Anderson, 39, a farmer. His wife reported him missing 6 months ago. Case has been closed by the Portland office. Everything suggests that the disappearance was voluntary. The investigators concluded that Anderson had an affair. Probably disappeared to build a new life with his mistress.
Okay, Claire. Thanks for the intel.
I have to go. Call me if you've got a problem.
Sentence. This weirdo is totally in character. I'm almost certain that there's something behind this blackboard. This coating seems very fresh. What are we trying to cover up? Old accounting book. It seems to be from the 20s. And out of order still. This cave was used to make moonshine. Shelves filled with bottles. They look empty. Probably wouldn't find any great vintages anyway. A furnace. Looks like it hasn't been used in a while. The address on the cylinder. It's a gas station in St. George, Quebec. That matches what Hernandez said. A circular saw. God, I hope it's only for woodworking. What on earth is this thing for? This device can be remote controlled. It's got a box with a receiver And a USB port.
This can't possibly work.
There's something stuck on the satellite dish. Ew, old chewing gum. I don't have the stuff I need to do a more thorough test. Claire, on the other hand...
This is Claire Ashby. I'm not available at the moment. Please call back later.
Well, Claire, are we filtering my calls? Since I don't hold grudges, I'm sending you a little gift. An old, chewed-up chewing gum. I ran a field test on the traces of saliva, but it gave no results. I hope you'll have better luck. Call me back.
I'll get there. I just need a little more time.
You're good at electronics, right? You might be able to help me. I found an electronic lock on the stairs which lead to the cellar. Come take a look.
It's a secured lock. I won't be able to open it without the key. I'll get there. I just need a little more time.
You're good at electronics, right? You might be able to help me. I found a jamming system on the roof, with an antenna and a remote control box. It's an ADSX system. Know anything about it?
Yeah, it's a scrambler, used by drug cartels. It's a very sophisticated device, of quite recent design. An ADSX system equipped with a satellite dish can avoid detection by GPS, as well as filtering or blocking phone communications.
I see. Does this kind of device cover a large area?
A few hundred yards. More than sufficient to isolate the house and its surroundings.
It's not surprising that Hernandez wasn't able to get back in touch with us. The plate is covered with mud. Sheriff, I have a few points to go over with you. Listen, Sheriff, I want this to be clear. I have proof that you sent samples to be analyzed without my authority. Here, it's the FBI who leads the investigation. If you forget that, or decide to ignore it, I'll break you.
Take it easy, Agent McPherson. Sounds like I've touched a nerve.
I don't have time to play who's the bitchiest. Believe you me, that is one contest you'll lose. So unless you want to be charged with obstruction of justice, I advise you to tell me what you found.
Okay. I took 2 samples, which I sent to the lab. They're yours. I also found this in the living room. It looks like some kind of electronic key.
Very good. I hope I won't have any other occasion to lose my temper with you, Sheriff.
We'll leave it at that, Agent McPherson. I have nothing new to...
Electronic lock. It keeps the door secured. That's it. The door's open. Stinks of chemicals. An autopsy table. Recently used. If Miller saw this, he'd faint dead away. It's Hernandez's blood. Shit, there's so much of it. That does not bode well. It's locked. This box has everything he needs to shackle the victims. No visible marks. There's a bit of blood on the box. outfit like the one the killer wears. It's not my size. It's locked. Electronic lock. It keeps the door secured. Chemical products on this shelf. Enough to open his own lab. This body seems to be for a while. One of her hands has been chopped off. Dead for over 15 years. Why has this sicko preserved her body? The computer's off. The computer's on. Damn, it's password protected. The computer's on. A security system worthy of the paranoid. Not surprising. This phone seems to be working. These are books on cinema. Hollywood's golden age. The cinema of the 40s. They all deal with the same era. Collection of animal skulls. Are these trophies or objects of study? Both, I guess. A pile of retro music CDs. Oh, so nostalgic. Mendez's purse and lipstick. Looks like the lipstick was used to write with.
Now here's the whole gang with a barbecue job on the Boogly Woogly Piggy.
Mendez's purse and lipstick. Looks like the lipstick was used to write with. Size 7.5. These must be Hernandez's shoes. Copies of autopsy reports on the killer's victims. They're addressed to Paloma Hernandez. The killer must have taken them from the motel room. Hernandez's purse and lipstick. Looks like the lipstick was used to write with. Looks like a few pages from a student thesis. No name, but it's on USC letterhead. USC's a university in Los Angeles, I think. I have to talk to Claire about this. It seems an interesting lead to follow.
Oh, Vic, where would you be without your favorite coroner? What can I do for you this time?
I think I have something new to help ID the killer. I came across a few pages of a thesis on cinema on USC letterhead. USC's a university in LA, right? I think the killer was a student there.
It's a very interesting lead. I'll contact the university and get a list of possible candidates. I have to go. Call me if you've got a problem.
I'll get there. I just need a little more time.
You're good at electronics, right? You might be able to help me. I found a computer, but the system's asking me for a password.
That's more IT's field. Hacking's not my strong suit.
All right, I'll cope.
This is Claire Ashby. I'm not available at the moment. Please call back later.
It's like being in an abandoned morgue. Claire would have a heart attack if she saw the state of this room. A little blood on an autopsy table. There's nothing more natural, Claire would say. But in a squalid cellar, not so much. condemned door. I think there are traces on the wall. I can barely notice them with the naked eye.
It'll never work.
The microscope reveals tiny traces of color on the wall. They need to be analyzed. It looks like a countdown clock. It's turned off. These look like drops of blood. Or tomato juice, I guess. But for some reason I'm leaning toward the first theory. Something weird about this sleeve. There's a tear and some discoloration. Just as I expected. Stains that look like blood have appeared on the shirt. If I send this blood sample to Claire, she could perform a more thorough test.
So, Vic, do you need to confide in your old friend Claire?
I think I have something new to help ID the killer. I took blood samples on a lab coat from a man I haven't been able to ID. It could very well be the killer's blood. I'm sending you the results of the test I did.
Okay. I'll run a complete test and compare it with the other samples linked to the case. I have to go. Call me if you've got a problem.
There's a bare footprint on the ground. There are burnt fragments under the furnace. It's not coal. Bit of plastic. There's part of a name. Lee. I bet it's a fragment of a credit card or something belonging to Dorothy Lee, the 8th victim. There's something here, but it's tiny. This looks like burnt hair. This is a base for a camera. Empty base. Probably used for a surveillance camera. This label's for me. Okay, I think I got the message. Label with Hawker's name on it. Something tells me the killer's not too fond of him. Hernandez's name is on the label, as long as it's just a dummy. There are marks on the ground. Looks like a heavy object was dragged from here. Butcher. One chance. No idea what that means. It's locked. Dolores Wilkins. From his first victim. Janet Connolly is the third victim we found. It's sealed. Joyce Dickinson, the second victim. It's locked. Olivia Wong, last victim in 2006. sealed. Dora. Probably Dora Simon, the fourth victim. It's impossible to open. The electric chair that Hernandez mentions in the recordings should be right here. There's something shiny on the ground. What is it?
This can't possibly work. This can't possibly work. Bad idea.
Looks like little pieces of broken glass. Gotta take a sample. A lever. Maybe I'll find some fingerprints on it. There's blood on this broken glass. Someone must have cut themselves walking on it. A fuse box. The circuits are completely fried. I doubt this collar is just for decoration. These inscriptions seem really awkward. I wonder who actually wrote them. I knew it. It's the killer who wrote these inscriptions. Part of his sick little game. There's nothing down here except for a rat. He seems to be in his element here. Message left by the killer. Too late. If he thinks he can throw me, he doesn't know who he's dealing with.
The shit bit me!
A message left by the killer. The antidote is kept in a cool place. I'm sure he thinks he's funny. Poster. I can't think of the actress's name. The lock on this door is busted. RZZ 354, New Hampshire. Claire could trace the plate number. RZZ 354, New Hampshire.
Oh, Vic, where would you be without your favorite coroner? What can I do for you this time?
I think I have something new to help ID the killer. I found a plate number on an old truck. RZZ 354, New Hampshire.
I'll ask Kingsley to check it out. He can't refuse me anything. Talk to you later, Vic. Good luck.
I'll get there. I just need a little more time.
You're good at electronics, right? You might be able to help me. I found some sort of electronic collar. Hernandez mentioned it on her voice recorder.
Interesting. Let me see. The collar can receive a signal which sets off an electric shock. The intensity is variable, but it can go high enough to be fatal. The lock is pretty secure. Whoever put this system together is a real pro. Nice work.
Good Lord, you're like a little kid with the latest gadget. Keep the collar. We'll send it to the lab later. And remember, no drooling on the evidence. Yes, Claire?
I have a bit of information for you. The former owner of the truck remembers a name, sort of. Something like Parson or Carson or Manson. It's not much, but it's enough to exclude the rest of the phone book.
Nicely done, Claire. You better watch out. You'll have my job if I'm not careful.
In your dreams, I'll let you chase the villains. I'm just fine here behind my microscope. See you later. That's it. We have a name. Our suspect's name is David Carson.
Nice job, Claire. You're the best.
You could say that again. I love solving puzzles, but you're the one who found all the pieces.
We make a hell of a team. Finally, we have a solid suspect. Have you found a photo?
Not yet, sorry. I'm still searching. I'll call you back as soon as I have something.
Thanks again for your help, Claire. I feel better.
Voila. It's open.
Well done, Garrus. Come on, Vic. Courage.